Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Eckler. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing, Mariota on the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are going to get it at the 20. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there for Indy. And even 70 yards on the pickup. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Ito Smith, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ito Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what...
Touchdown, Indianapolis! Brashad Perriman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That second down play, nets a -4. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They go play action. Mariota, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Darnold. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Give him 30 yards there. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Josh Jacobs with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and focus.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 21-0 our score after one. The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Mariota. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So here are the Colts to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On first down, it's Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. On first down, Jacobs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 23. They run it with Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Time 52, line 52. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Hey, Mike,
staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Ito Smith with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Here's Eckler, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring in trouble here, and down he goes, back at the 8-yard line. Joey Bosa, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 2nd down and 10, Darnold. The 20. Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. A huge play that time for the Colts. And even 40 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. Can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Darnold to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but now it's 3rd and goal. And I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1. Here's Darnold toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Check. Switch.
They go with Jacobs, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. They find some open field here. He's got daylight past the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 73 yards. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Dante Pettis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. To throw on 2nd and 10, Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs and some room to work. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Now a carry for Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
On second down, it's Smith, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Brashad Perriman, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A first down throw for Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Mariota. This to Jarwin. And he's got this down to the 35.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First down, Mariota. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Darnold. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. They give him a gain of 37.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Jacobs. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On the carry, here's Smith. There he goes left side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Ito Smith. 29 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. This is brought in at the 21. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the third at MetLife Stadium. The Patriots, they've taken the lead now over the Jets. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Darnold down to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman.
Let's go, buddy.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
On 3rd down, Smith. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more important, take care of the football, no turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. Touchback.
Let's go.
Here's the Kansas City offer. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Third and long here for Mariota. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ito Smith, 59 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mariota to throw it. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Mariota. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Mariota now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Mariota. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll throw again. Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. On 3rd down, Mariota outright completes it to Jarwin. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. And the Colts getting ready to go. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yes.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. To try again after the sack, Mariota. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.